Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Thanks as always for joining in here to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I'm meteorologist Maggye McCauley. Let me know and make sure if everything's working here. We've had, as you know, a few technical difficulties over the weekend with everything we've been trying to do and putting together. So here with you this morning, we have power here in my household and just bringing you continually everything that you need to know as we head into your upcoming work week. I know usually if you are here with us in the morning, I'm usually in a pretty good mood out there, pretty chipper. However, with seeing the temperatures that are ongoing right now and overall the continual power outages that we saw last night, it is hard to be in a particularly good mood knowing that some people went without power with temperatures well below freezing. So we're going to continue to get into that. As for our household here, we continue to pray for those people that are without power, the cold nights ahead, and that power just can continually be restored. And we hope you guys are too. Here's a look, though, what you need to know. Frigid nights are going to be continuing. So not only is it really cold right now, we're going to see these nights continue through a majority of your work week. Even really the next 7 days, very cold nights are just going to be continuing. The good news that I do have this morning, I do have some good news, is that afternoons are going to continue to be above freezing ahead. Not today, but over the next few days. We're seeing some new data coming in this morning, hinting at temperatures being above freezing, again, going over the next few afternoons. That's going to help in those melting efforts. But power outages still remaining one of our primary concerns out there. And we're going to be talking a lot about that this morning. I want to show you overall at the power outages. I know people have been asking about these. I don't have a lot of updates this morning, but I will show you the updated numbers overall. So here's a look at power outages on our system, our side of things. I would take the numbers overall as a little bit of a grain of salt. Sometimes they can be a little bit off. They're not the exact power companies all throughout North Mississippi, but they're kind of an estimating total of the percentages of power outages. And I would just look at those red and those purple counties there. Those are those hardest hit counties from Alcorn County, Union County, Lafayette County, Grenada, LaFleur, Holmes, Humphreys, Carroll, Montgomery County, Benton County as well, especially those in purple. That is over 80% of people within their counties without power out there. So definitely something we're keeping our eye on. I want to show you a wider view of this as well. Power outages overall this morning, you can see where that system was hit the hardest here. Again, a lot of that in our area in North Mississippi, but some of that also into northern Louisiana as well. I want to show you a few different numbers this morning. I'm going to have to adjust my system, so try to be patient with me as I do that to bring you a few things out there. Again, going to have to work with me here. I'm adjusting a few things. Want to show you overall totals and numbers out there this morning. Here we go. So here's a look, and you can look at this too, poweroutages.us, and just search Mississippi power outages and you can find this. This is kind of what our system pulls from as well. So you can see kind of that color scheme and table similar to our system. But I wanted to show you because it has numbers, and again, estimating numbers. This is in the state of Mississippi, almost 160,000 customers out of power. And you can see the majority of those counties that are seeing those reds show up, those high percentages of counties without power is here in North Mississippi. So again, Alcorn County, we've been keeping our eye on, still almost 14,000. Over in Benton, 1,000. Again, these are rough estimates, almost 20,000 Lafayette County, but still a lot of people without power in these counties, right? So definitely keeping our eye on this over the next few days as places are going and restoring. I just encourage you, one, I'm sure you know your energy provider by now. Make sure you're following them on their social media accounts. I'm going to show you an example. This is Tom Bigby Electric Power Association has done a phenomenal job of updating people within their social media channels of what's going to be going on, what the work there is doing. And I know it's hard, like we all want to call, we all want our own update. This is a really good way that they can kind of get information out there, right? So I just encourage you, know your provider, follow them on social if they are updating like Tom Bigby is as well. So this is their 10 p.m. Update. And they made a lot of progress yesterday, a whole lot of progress. If you follow our meteorologist, Matt Lawpon, on Facebook or socials, they got their power back on last night. So they have really done some work yesterday. They've restored, they said, over 6,000 members. Current outage is still 3,800. So they're calling crews, stopping points. They're doing what they can, but still the roads are not great. You know that. That's why a lot of us haven't left. And especially those local roadways that they're going to have to travel to restore power, but they're doing their best out there. So I just encourage you to be patient with our workers out there overall over the coming days. And again, that is a good way to get information if you are under Tom Bigby or others that are posting that within their social medias. One more thing before we kind of get into the forecast, I want to show you this page right here. This is our school closings, or just really closings in general, because we do have some overall different things on here, like providers in terms of jobs and overall companies that can be on here as well, but mainly school districts. You can filter this by county as well. So this is on our webpage. It's MississippiLiveWeather.com/closings. You can also find this on our app if you need to. You can search it by all counties and just kind of scroll. You can also search your specific county, like this is showing Alcorn County, Corinth School District, closed all day, and that kind of showing up twice. But if you need to check on that, this is Kossuth Elementary School. Sorry, I'm kind of standing over it, but closed all day, and then it shows closed Monday and Tuesday, and then sometimes they leave a note, Alcorn School District will be closed Monday and Tuesday. Stay safe out there. So a lot of school districts, I'm sure the kiddos probably already know if they're going to school or not as they're waking up this morning. A lot of school districts went ahead and issued that even early into Saturday. But something of note here, and again, you can search your specific county to know exactly what's going to be going on within your school district in the coming days as this continues to kind of get updated, and to click on Lee County. And again, some of those are also job providers, like the Cardiology Associates of North Mississippi closed all day on Monday. All clinics are closed. So a few of those on there as well. But that is just one helpful tool out there for you on our website for kiddos to keep an eye on, for parents to keep an eye on as well, as we head over the coming days of schools being closed, most likely today and tomorrow, and maybe even further than that. So let's get into what's going to be going on over the next few days. That was a lot of information here at the start. Just wanted to update you again about power outages, school closings, everything of that nature. Now we're going to get into the forecast. And of course, I'm keeping an eye. I know you probably see me looking over here. That's where I have to look for the chat. So I'm keeping an eye on the chat overall at what you guys are saying, making sure I'm trying to keep up with the conversation here. But of course, I'm juggling a lot of things. Let's talk about temperatures right now. Take a look at this. Again, some of us, or a lot of us, I should say, without power, and temperatures are in the teens. So just overall, a very dangerous situation. That's why we continue to encourage you. If you know anybody that's more susceptible to this cold weather, the elderly, people you know that have maybe a lot of young children, or just aren't in great health, I encourage you to keep checking up with them. Be neighborly out there as well. If maybe you have availability to heat, gas logs, things of that nature, and your neighbors don't, invite them over, because this overall, these temperatures outside and no heat inside your house can just plummet your house into seeing temperatures 40, 30 degrees, even below that. And that's just super uncomfortable, and also just a very dangerous situation. Temperatures right now, again, in the teens, even low teens, the further north that you are, Tunica, Senatobia, Holly Springs. It's this right here that I'm really keeping my eye on, from Tippah, Benton, Alcorn County, because those counties have a lot of people without power and some of the coldest temperatures we're seeing this morning. So definitely just not a great situation out there by any means. And then we continue to see temperatures in the teens all the way down into the Golden Triangle region as well. So very cold out there, so cold that the National Weather Service now has a majority of our area, all of our Mississippi counties, under an extreme cold warning until tomorrow and about noon. So even so cold, we're having extreme cold warning. This does not get issued very often. And even then, take a look at how many places are issued with this extreme cold warning. Again, that cold or dark blue, almost purple color is extended from places like New Mexico, a good portion of the state of Texas, all of Arkansas, all of Mississippi included in this extreme cold warning, and that extends all the way up into places like Kentucky and up in the Virginias as well. So now on the backside of this system, what we're dealing with are power outages and very cold temperatures. And those coupled together makes for a very dangerous situation if we don't properly prepare or if we didn't prepare beforehand. So that's why we were kind of hitting hard on preparedness after that. Taking a look at a few cameras, these could be frozen out there over in Blue Springs and also in Oxford as conditions deteriorated. We had our MDOT traffic cameras kind of pull out as well, not getting electricity to those. Overall, what you need to know, I know a lot of people have questions. What is going on here? What is going on there? How are the roads here? The roads are not great this morning. It's the same story we've been seeing this weekend. If you don't have to travel, don't. Because anything that did thaw out yesterday, maybe from frequent tires being on the roadways, you know, those roadways that are more traveled, like your interstates and highways, it's so cold right now, that was able to refreeze. So I encourage you, if you don't have to get out this morning, the story remains the same. Don't if you don't have to. We'll see your first 12 hours ahead. It's going to be a very cold day today. Today is very cold, then we start to warm up. So again, that's why we encourage you to stay inside. Around 18 by 10. We do get into the 20s today. That's something. 24 around 1, middle 20s kind of stick around all throughout your afternoon as well. We are seeing a little bit of sunshine, but very cold temperatures, and we'll see temperatures plummet even further as we head into your Tuesday night, which will yet again allow for things to refreeze. Let's track the cold here because things do get better as we head into the middle portion of your work week. Monday, majority of the United States below freezing all day long. You can see that cold air just dipping as far as Texas into the coast as well. Anywhere you go today, majority of it's going to be below the freezing degree mark. Here's the good news as we head into Tuesday. Cold temperatures are still around the United States, but they move more easterly, and we're allowing temperatures, a lot of us, to get above freezing tomorrow. I think we'll also be above freezing out there on your Wednesday before we start to see the cold kind of move back to us as we head Thursday, Friday into your weekend. So over the next few days, we will see better conditions out there, high temperatures that will be above freezing. Coming up next, we'll talk about just how far above freezing things do get and for how long it gets as well. So coming up next, again, new numbers coming in for your 7-day forecast. We'll talk about when some melting efforts could take place right after this.
Look at Wanda, ready to rock her big presentation. But first, lunch. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Delicious, celebratory, but is it quick? The Cobb salad. Tender oven-roasted chicken, topped with cheese. Prepared, plated, and served? In 6 minutes? Is this for real? Well, of course. Well done, Wanda. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Yes, ma'am. Life is sweet.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
What I thought was a complete life was nowhere near complete. But it is now.
Learn about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McCauley.
Hey, welcome back into Mississippi Live Weather. I'm meteorologist Maggye McCauley. Want to get into your forecast now. We talked a lot about current conditions across the area over the last 15 minutes. Now we're going to get into what you can expect going into your week ahead. Here's a live look out of one of our cameras that is working. North Mississippi Storm Chasers lending us their camera network that has held up fantastic through this, so we continue to show you what's happening outside. This one's sponsored by Mitchell Cunningham Bowling. Lots of clouds across the area right now. Overall temperatures cold over in Tupelo and across Lee County, 16, even with the feels like below that at really around 1 out there because we're seeing a northerly wind in place. We'll talk about the winds in just a minute. Another look over in Aberdeen, same story in the teens, feeling more like single digits out there. So just downright pleasant for folks that do have to get out and about this morning. Those essential workers, just not great out there. I encourage you to be very, very careful on the roadways. Anything that was able to thaw out yesterday, maybe due to a lot of people on the roadways making that path, able to refreeze overnight with temperatures well below freezing right now. Let's talk about your wind speeds out there. We are seeing a northerly wind anywhere up to 10, 15 miles an hour. Keeping an eye on this because with how much ice we saw, especially within the heart of our area, I'm talking Alcorn County down to Grenada County, with that much ice accumulation on things like trees, power lines, doesn't take much of a wind to start seeing some shaking going on and for additional outages to be there. So keeping our eye on winds over the next few days. Again, it's seeing anywhere between 10 up to 15 miles an hour, at least this morning. Still seeing, again, reminding you that extreme cold warning across the state of Mississippi. The entire state of Mississippi is under this extreme cold warning, including all of our counties, of course, until Tuesday at noon. So very cold out there. That's our next concern, is just how cold it is and how long it's going to be sticking around. Your day planner ahead as we head throughout your mid-morning, still going to be in the teens all the way through your 10 o'clock hour. This afternoon, not looking great out there at all. We're looking at temperatures in the 20s for a majority of us. So everybody today at or below freezing, especially in those counties that we need some thawing to take place, are in the 20s out there. So not much of that going to be taking place today. 22 in Alcorn County, 19 Holly Springs, 21 Oxford, 25 Grenada, 28 in Eupora for this afternoon. Aliceville coming in with the best temperature, 32. But overall, these are the counties that didn't see near as many impacts. So those who did, going to be staying below freezing today. High temperatures, want to show you this across really the southeast and central United States. Extreme cold and likely seeing record minimum high temperatures across the South in the state of Arkansas, here in Mississippi as well, over in Texas and northern Louisiana, seeing that much cold taking place that we could see record minimum high temperatures. And still within a good portion of the central United States, this kind of red color, seeing high temperatures anywhere between 20 to 40 degrees below normal. So very cold air has filtered in and is hanging around out there for your day ahead, and that's going to be our main impact. As for your Futurecast, we are seeing a little bit of sunshine taking place into the afternoon that should help things out at least a little bit. Going into your evening hours, seeing mainly clear conditions as we head 6 to 10 o'clock. Let's head into your Tuesday, because Tuesday is our day we're going to be looking at for some melting efforts to take place, some sunshine in the forecast for Tuesday, and that is good. We'll take all the sunshine we can get. That will really help in some melting efforts as we head throughout your day on Tuesday. And take a look. This is the good news I have, right? High temperatures on Tuesday, lots of sunshine coupled with temperatures above freezing. That will allow in some good melting efforts into your Tuesday afternoon, with temperatures really near 40 degrees across the area. Upper 30s from Tupelo North, New Albany, 38, 35 Holly Springs, 34 Senatobia, but a lot of us in the 40s, 40 Starkville, 40 Eupora, 40 Grenada, 38 into Greenwood and Belzona. So all of us sitting above freezing as we head into your afternoon tomorrow. That is some really good news that we're going to need out there. That's going to help aid in some melting efforts. That's going to help construction crews or lineman crews get out on the roadways to be able to restore more power as well. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We'll see temperatures in the 20s today, and then near 40 Tuesday all the way through Thursday. So that is some good news all the way through Thursday above freezing, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday where we see a lot of sunshine in the forecast. That's going to help more than anything. Sunshine and then temperatures, again, that are above the freezing degree mark. So really keeping our eye on Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon for that to take place. And then here's the thing. We need it to take place because then as we head into the end of the week, we see cold air re-enter the forecast with temperatures on Friday back in the 30s, in the weekend, back in the 20s on Saturday, 30s out there on your Sunday. So very cold air continues to filter back in as we head into the upcoming weekend. That's why we need things to go ahead and thaw out as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday. Want to show you your overnight lows on Tuesday. We'll talk more about this coming up later, but 6 degrees on Tuesday, our coldest night. That's very concerning. Again, we're taking a look at power outages. It's also very concerning for those that still don't have power, that are stuck inside with no electricity, no way to heat their house. So that's why we encourage you to keep checking up and being neighborly up out there. That is going to be a very dangerous night across the area. And even then, after that, we see conditions in the teens all the way through your 7-day forecast. So very cold air sticking in the forecast as well. Hey, make sure to tune in with us. We'll be live all morning. I'm not going to stick around till 7, but I will be back live at 7. So make sure, if you want to keep tuning in what's going on across the area, we'll look overall at those power outages numbers. Again, we'll take a look at more school closings as well, coming up at Mississippi Live Weather at 7.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lopon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lopon has proven himself trustworthy